Welcome to Legendary Night Tales, where extraordinary stories unfold like nature documentaries of human achievement, each tale a journey into worlds both familiar and wondrous. If these explorations captivate you as they do us, please like and subscribe to support our continuing quest for remarkable stories. Tonight, we venture into existing only in legend. An ancient Egyptian city lies buried beneath the waves of the Mediterranean. After 2,000 years, secrets are revealed, where remarkable discoveries emerge from patient observation. Chapter 1: Egypt's Sunken City. Something stirs beneath the gentle sway of the Mediterranean. Sunlight dances on the surface, but below, time itself holds its breath. The water is clear, yet ancient secrets drift just out of sight. Here, in the blue hush, a legend long whispered by fishermen and scholars alike waits patiently to be rediscovered. The currents, playful and bright, sweep across the sand, revealing glimpses of stone that do not belong to the sea. These are not the scattered rocks of nature, but the deliberate shapes of civilization. Pillars toppled, statues half buried, their faces softened by centuries of salt and silence. As the camera glides closer, the outline of a colossal gateway emerges. Once a proud entrance to a city of splendor, now a resting place for curious fish and swaying anemones. The stones, each carved by hands that vanished long ago, still bear the marks of ambition and faith. The city was once called Thonis Heracleion, a name spoken in awe by sailors who believed it guarded the mouth of the Nile. For centuries, it existed only in myth, a place of gods and pharaohs lost to the deep. Yet here it lies, not erased, but preserved by the gentle embrace of the sea. Notice the intricate hieroglyphs, their meaning faded, but their artistry undimmed. Each symbol tells a story, a prayer, a decree, a celebration of the sun and the river that gave life to Egypt. The sand shifts, and a statue's hand appears, reaching upward as if still yearning for the warmth of Ra. Life flourishes in these ruins. Tiny fish dart through broken archways, and crabs scuttle across mosaics that once dazzled the eyes of priests and queens. The city is not silent. It hums with the quiet activity of the sea. In this unlikely sanctuary, the past and present mingle. A golden amulet, glinting among the silt, hints at treasures yet to be found. Who wore it, and what dreams did it carry? The questions linger, unanswered, but tantalizing. The water grows cooler as we move deeper. Here, a colossal statue of Hapi, god of the Nile's bounty, stands guard. His features are serene, his arms open in welcome. Around him, fragments of temples and columns lie scattered, each one a puzzle piece in the city's story. The architecture speaks of a culture that revered both order and the unpredictable power of nature. The city's layout, once bustling with markets and shrines, now forms a labyrinth for the creatures of the deep. Eels wind through the remnants of a sunken altar, and rays glide silently over the tiled floors where priests once walked in procession. The silence is profound, yet not empty. It is filled with the echoes of laughter, the chants of worship, the rhythms of daily life. Imagine the festivals that once lit these streets, the music and color now replaced by the gentle sway of seagrass. Each discovery here is a bridge across time. A clay jar, perfectly preserved, still holds the scent of ancient oils. A child's toy, carved from ivory, lies nestled in the sand, a reminder that even in a city of gods, ordinary lives were lived and cherished. The city's fate was sealed by disaster, an earthquake, a sudden collapse of earth, and the relentless rise of the sea. Yet, in its ruin, there is beauty. The water, once a force of destruction, has become a guardian, sheltering the city from further harm. As we drift above the ruins, sunlight filtering through the waves, we are reminded that history is not only written in books, but etched in the very stones beneath our feet. The story of Thonis Heraclean is far from over. With each new tide, the sea reveals another secret, another fragment of a world that once thrived, where now only silence reigns. What else lies hidden, waiting for the careful eye and the patient heart to discover? The adventure continues, and the next revelation may be just a breath away. Chapter 2: Sea of Secrets. The Black Sea lies before us, a vast expanse shimmering beneath the gentle caress of sunlight, its surface betraying nothing of the mysteries that dwell below. Here, in this ancient body of water, myth and history intertwine, and the air is thick with tales whispered across generations. As we drift above its depths, the water seems almost to hold its breath, waiting to reveal its secrets to those patient enough to look. The gentle sway of the current carries us over a world untouched for centuries. A world where the past is preserved in silence and darkness. Below, the realm of the unknown stretches endlessly, and yet, even here, life persists. Tiny bubbles rise from the seabed, tracing invisible paths toward the light above, each one a silent messenger from the deep. The Black Sea's unique chemistry, deprived of oxygen below a certain depth, creates a sanctuary for the remnants of human endeavor, wooden hulls, bronze fittings, and cargoes lost to time, all astonishingly intact, resting as if only recently abandoned. Our journey brings us to the first of three legendary wrecks, lying in solemn repose upon the silty floor. Its timbers, darkened but not decayed, tell a story of craftsmanship and peril. The hull's curved lines speak of a time when mariners braved these waters with little more than hope and the stars to guide them. Fish dart between the ribs of the ship, weaving through the shadows, their silver scales glinting in shafts of filtered sunlight. They are the silent witnesses to history, inhabitants of a world where human ambition met the unpredictable power of nature. As we observe, it becomes clear each plank, each nail, each fragment of pottery is a clue, a piece of a puzzle that stretches back millennia. The wreck is both a grave and a time capsule, its secrets preserved by the Black Sea's gentle embrace. The exploration continues, and soon another form emerges from the gloom, a second ship, larger and more ornate, its stern rising majestically from the seabed. Here, the artistry of ancient shipbuilders is evident in the graceful sweep of the woodwork, the careful joinery that has withstood centuries of darkness. Barnacles cling to the vessel's sides, their rough shells a testament to the passage of time. A school of small fish circles the bow, drawn by the shelter and abundance the wreck provides. In this underwater cathedral, silence reigns, broken only by the distant echo of our own movements. The ship's cargo amphorae, once filled with wine or oil, lies scattered across the sand, each vessel a relic of trade and adventure. What stories might they tell? Had they voices? Perhaps tales of stormy nights, of distant ports, of hopes dashed and fortunes made upon these very waters. As we glide onward, the third and final wreck reveals itself, shrouded in the soft silt of centuries. Its silhouette is less defined, yet the aura of mystery is even greater. Here, the sea has claimed more than wood and metal. It has claimed memories, ambitions, and dreams. Yet, in this hidden place, the past is not lost. Instead, it is preserved, waiting for the careful eye to uncover its meaning. The Black Sea, so often described in legends as a place of danger and darkness, becomes in this moment a guardian of history, its depths a library of human experience. The gentle movement of the water, the play of light on ancient timbers, the silent passage of fish, all combine to create a scene of quiet wonder. It is a reminder that even in the most unlikely places, beauty and discovery await those willing to look closely. As our journey through the Sea of Secrets draws to a close, we are left with a sense of awe and anticipation. What other marvels lie hidden just beyond the reach of light and time? The Black Sea keeps many secrets still, and the story is far from over. Chapter 3: Loch Ness. In the heart of the Scottish Highlands, a great body of water lies shrouded in mist and legend. Here, beneath the rolling hills and ancient forests, Loch Ness stretches for nearly 23 miles, its surface often calm, but its depths holding secrets that have captured human imagination for generations. The morning sun glimmers across the water, casting golden ripples that dance with possibility. To the untrained eye, it is simply a lake, but to those who listen closely, Loch Ness hums with the echoes of stories both ancient and new. Fishermen, scientists, and dreamers have all gathered here, drawn by whispers of something extraordinary lurking beneath the surface. The air is crisp, tinged with the scent of pine and peat, as a gentle breeze stirs the reeds along the shore. Birds wheel overhead, their calls mingling with the distant laughter of visitors who gaze out, hoping for a glimpse of the unknown. Today, the patient observer is rewarded with more than folklore. The surface of Loch Ness is only a veil. Below, technology reveals a landscape rarely seen by human eyes. Military-grade sonar sweeps the depths, sending out silent pulses that return with tales of their own. Each echo paints a picture of the underwater world. Jagged ridges, hidden caverns, and silted valleys carved by glaciers long vanished. There, in the gloom, the camera pauses, as if waiting for a sign. Shadows flicker and shift, and for a moment, the imagination runs wild. Is it a trick of the light, or something more? The anticipation is palpable, a shared heartbeat among those who have gathered along the banks. As the data accumulates, patterns emerge. Scientists lean in, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of monitors. They trace the outlines of ancient landslides and submerged forests, remnants of a time when the earth itself was young and restless. Each discovery is met with a quiet joy, a sense of connection to the distant past. The water here is dark, stained by peat, creating a perfect canvas for mystery. It is easy to see why legends flourish in such a place. The famous monster, affectionately known as Nessie, is more than a creature. It is a symbol of hope, of the human desire to believe in wonders yet undiscovered. The sonar reveals no monsters, but the secrets it uncovers are no less remarkable. Lost shipwrecks lie nestled in the silt, their stories preserved in silence. The remains of a Wellington bomber down during World War II rest in a watery grave, a testament to the lake's ability to both conceal and protect. Divers descend, their bubbles rising in silver streams as they gently brush away decades of sediment. Each artifact recovered is a thread in the tapestry of Loch Ness, weaving together tales of courage, tragedy, and resilience. Above, the landscape is alive with color and sound. Wildflowers bloom along the shore, their petals bright against the green. Children skip stones across the water, their laughter ringing out over the waves. Locals share stories, passing down memories from one generation to the next. The joy of discovery is not limited to scientists alone. It belongs to all who come here, drawn by the promise of the unknown. As evening falls, the light softens, and the loch takes on a golden hue. The hills reflect in the still water, creating a mirror image that blurs the line between reality and legend. And so, Loch Ness remains, a place where science and story intertwine, where each new discovery kindles the imagination anew. The search continues, not just for monsters, but for meaning, for the thrill that comes from peering into the depths and finding something unexpected. As darkness settles over the water, one cannot help but wonder, what other secrets lie hidden, waiting for the curious and the brave to uncover them? The adventure, it seems, is far from over. Chapter 4. The Myth of the Pacific Pirate Ship. The ocean stretches before us, endless and shimmering beneath the midday sun, its surface a mirror to the sky above. But beneath these waves, something stirs. A secret kept for centuries, waiting for the patient observer to uncover its tale. The story begins with the faintest of clues. Fragments of porcelain, delicate and impossibly white, scattered across the seabed like the remnants of a forgotten feast. Each piece, smooth to the touch, whispers of hands that once shaped it far away, in lands where the art of porcelain was guarded and revered. The current nudges these fragments, revealing patterns of cobalt blue that glimmer in the filtered light, as if the sea itself is reluctant to surrender its treasures. Not far from these shards, blocks of beeswax rest in silence, their golden color muted by years in the deep. Once, these blocks were precious cargo, destined for distant markets and eager traders. Now, they serve as silent witnesses to a journey interrupted. The beeswax, still faintly fragrant, holds within it the memory of hives and wildflowers, of sunlit meadows far from the salt and shadow of the Pacific. As we drift closer, the outline of a vast wooden hull emerges from the gloom, its timbers twisted but enduring, a testament to the craftsmanship of another age. This is no ordinary wreck. It is the skeleton of a ship that once carried dreams and fortunes across the world's largest ocean. The barnacles that cling to its sides tell their own story of patient colonization, of life finding a foothold even in ruin. The air here is thick with anticipation, as if the sea itself is holding its breath. What brought this mighty vessel to its end? Was it the fury of a sudden storm, or the cunning of pirates who prowled these waters, hungry for plunder? The myth of the Pacific pirate ship is woven from threads of fact and fancy, each retelling adding new layers of intrigue. As we explore the wreck, the evidence mounts. A scatter of trade goods, coins stamped with the faces of distant rulers, and the unmistakable shape of a cannon, its barrel pointing defiantly into the void. Every artifact is a puzzle piece, and together they form a portrait of an era when the Pacific was both highway and hazard, a place where fortunes could be made or lost in a single voyage. The sea teems with life even here, where history sleeps. Schools of fish dart through the broken ribs of the ship, their scales catching the light in flashes of silver and gold. A curious octopus weaves its way among the porcelain and beeswax, its tentacles probing, investigating, as if it too is searching for answers. The gentle sway of kelp, anchored to the deck, blurs the boundary between past and present, nature reclaiming what was once the pride of men. The currents carry whispers of other journeys, of ships that never returned, of cargoes that vanished without trace. Yet here, in this sunken relic, we find proof of human ambition and resilience, of the urge to explore and connect, even when the odds seem insurmountable. The Pacific, vast and mysterious, has always been a stage for adventure. The myth of the pirate ship endures because it speaks to something deep within us. The thrill of the unknown, the lure of lost treasure, the hope that somewhere, just out of sight, another story waits to be found. As we rise toward the surface, the light grows brighter and the outlines of the ship fade into the blue. But the questions remain, echoing in the mind like the call of a distant gull. What other secrets lie hidden beneath these waves? What new myths will we create as we continue our search? In the world of the ocean, every discovery is a beginning, and the adventure, it seems, is far from over.